What's up, everybody? I'm Jason, this is Free Bird Garage, and we have the FXR back on the channel. We are doing a classic how-to on some exhaust gaskets to install. Got some work I gotta get done to get this bike back on the road. Let's get done. My 92 FXR, it's been a minute since it's been on the channel, and I need to get some stuff done, in particular a lot of maintenance, and one is the exhaust gaskets. They were never properly installed way back when I did the exhaust on this back in probably 2018, so now it's come that time. I pulled that exhaust off because I was borrowing some parts to get on my other exhaust, the one on the FXRT. So what we're gonna do is actually get this on the most basic lift that I highly recommend for people that don't have full lifts. That one's obviously booked up on the tracker build. So what I'm gonna do is roll that one out, get it on there, and then we can start working on the exhaust gaskets and get that exhaust back on the bike. Show you guys what I'm talking about, all right? Let's get to it. If you ever think about getting into a jack stand and get yourself off the floor, and you're just now getting into working on your own bike, highly recommend one of these floor jacks. They come in all makes and models, but in particular, this style is awesome for just getting around your garage. You got two positions where you can put your ratchet straps on your bike to keep it safe. In general, mine has always stayed level with my bike, so I've never had too many issues of it going back and forth, but you can have reinsurance, as you can see, pretty much perfectly even on the stand itself. You could do it while you're on the bike, roll it under, and then pump it back up. But I love this thing. Got both tires up on it. You could do some major repairs, light repairs on it. I even did my entire chain conversion on this bike and did some other repairs, but definitely highly recommend it if you don't want to be sitting on the floor always working on your bike. All right, let's dive into these exhaust gaskets, okay? So the spot's a little hard to see. My previous gasket right now has already been smashed up in there, and some of it has come across the actual exhaust port itself, just from improperly being installed from the last time. And when that happens, you're gonna have blockage of your exhaust, and if it bunches up well enough, you could have an exhaust leak. So that's why you wanna properly do this. Not too many people talk about doing this because they just kind of use their palm. We'll get to that part, but we're gonna pull this off. I'm gonna use a pick here, and we're just gonna kind of get in there. And I know this thing has been wedged in there pretty bad. So we're gonna pull this apart. There we go. Okay, that goes in there. And I have some new ones here, and I just went to the dealership and just got some. Otherwise, you can get them pretty much online. Different manufacturers make different, seems like, fits for these, but they all should be the same, from like mid 80s all the way up to, I believe they even go up to like 2025 when I was quickly looking at the differences in the years and all that. But there's two different styles as well. So this is kind of the OEM style one, and then there's also like a flat ring gasket. This could be based upon installing like the OEM style ring exhaust gasket that we got here, okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and get this started. Make sure it shows that it fits. Flat side, it's gotta go in. The tapered side goes out. That's where the knuckle of the exhaust is gonna go into. So we'll get this started. And then we're gonna use this tool right here, which allows both sides, the flat style gasket, like the donut style here, and the tapered style. So we're just gonna slide this over, okay? And we're going to get our nuts on here. Nice and flat up against the head there. Loosen this up. Boom. Perfect fit all the way around. Awesome. All right, let's do the front side. Here's a good example if they're not installed properly. This is the front cylinder. As you can see, this is all bunched up right here, and then it's shallow up here. So this was lopsided going in. This was causing a blockage of the exhaust. It's all fraying, just nice, real damaged exhaust gasket pushed back. It just, that can happen if they're not installed properly, easily missed. So we're gonna pull this out now. There we go. New one slides up there on the flat side once again to get this started. Okay. There, all the way to the head. Back this off now. Bam. Now you can see the difference. All flat, nicely perfect up against the head. We're good to install the exhaust now. All right, so we are installing back on here my Fab 28 exhaust. They don't even make this anymore. It's more of a relic now, or vintage, I guess. Company's still around, but they just don't make them for FXRs anymore. So we're gonna start this here. All right, that already fits nice and flat, easy to go on. If you don't install those gaskets right too, you could be fighting this flange, trying to go back on there. That fits nice and well. Keep it loose until we get the whole piece on here. And then essentially only got one clamp to install with this collector, and that's all it takes to mount this exhaust. These two together. Already have the mounting bracket back here going. Regular exhaust here. Slip this over. Fit it how I want. I can just go back now and tighten everything up. Make sure we got all of our spots here going. Nice and snug there. Cut our front side. All right, we're good there. Clearance there. We got one last bolt. Pretty much one of the main bolts that carries to the whole position here of the exhaust, and I can lose the nose cone from vibrations, and I carry one of these on my bike, which is like a 5/8 ratcheting boxed end wrench there. So super handy, fast, gets the job done. Quick, easy, and done correctly with the right tool, all right? So this is mine. It's a double-sided installer, one for the side that we are doing. You can also get it for the donut gasket style. I'll leave the link below of where and how I got this one. It's fairly inexpensive, and it's some of those tools that you don't realize you need it, and once you do it correct, you don't wanna go any other way by just kind of ramming it in there and get it done so that it runs correctly on your bike. Don't be left with this. Get the right tool and get it done right. All right, for now, that brought us to the end of this one, guys. I'll greatly appreciate if you could hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And for those who've already subscribed, thank you. And as always, stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.